Yo, tap in, we talk that game. NBA pick and roll, know the name. Get the scoop on hoops, night by night. Latest news, we break it right on the court, off the court too. Trade talks, takes, and the hot hand truth. Who's hot, who's not? We call that shot. We seen the streaks and the cold spots. Player of the week, shine real clean. Bum of the week, know what I mean? We debate, we laugh, we break it down. One more take from the whole damn town. Get the scoop on hoops. Get the scoop on hoops. Who's hot, who's not? We call it like we watch. Get the scoop on hoops. Get the scoop on hoops. Player of the week. Up the week. From the box score to the block party talk. Fast break facts when the big step out. Guard got sauce, forward got grind. Center on the glass with the old school mind. Friendly debate when the takes get loud. One says yes, one says nah. Good crowd. Stats get spun, but the eye still know. With the fourth quarter cold, we let it show. No fake love, just hoops and proof. Every week fresh, every segment tune. Pull up, post up, let the whole crew hear. NBA pick and roll that weekly ear. Get the scoop on hoops. Get the scoop on hoops. Who's hot, who's not? We call it like we watch. Get the scoop on hoops.
One sec.
All right, there we go. We are good. We are good. Had to change microphones again. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the pick and roll. We got a jam-packed show for you guys today. Kevin Durant said something that a lot of people are questioning. We're gonna go through the top 25 players, or players under the age of 25 that need to be traded. And is this a new era for Lakers basketball? Is it? Please let me know in the chat. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, and here comes Blaze. What is up, bro?
Howdy.
Howdy to you. How you doing?
Good. What's happening?
Not much, man. Nothing much. I'm actually curious what you got to say about this whole thing with Kevin Durant. I find it hilarious. You don't care,
I don't care.
right?
I mean, he would
I have
know.
the clip. So
I
we'll
mean,
watch it once Rio gets there.
he would know which one's tougher.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Oh, and here's Rios. Looks like.
I mean, he's.
What is up, Rios?
What's up, guys?
You at work?
Yep.
There you go. How's it going over there?
I'm ready to jump in front of a train.
Damn, not bad.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. But anyways, man, before we get started, we have a quick little trivia question here. Who holds the record for most consecutive games played in NBA history? I'll give you a hint. It's
John
not
Stockton?
Mikel Fitz- Nope.
Robert
I don't know
Parrish.
if you... AC Green.
AC Green.
Dang, that's the name.
1,192 consecutive regular season games. And Randy Smith is second with 90 straight. It's not Mikel Bridges. No, see? I knew someone would go that route. AC Green. Wow. Didn't even know that. Crazy. But Rios, man, do you care about what Kevin Durant said? Not really. Because I know it's your Rockets, so.
All this other thing, I call bullshit on that. That was his
Right.
group chat. He never would have left the Thunder. He was there. He clearly wanted to go State, not for them. It was to win a ring. Because he already had an MVP. Didn't need that on his resume. Just needed hardware.
Yeah, right. I just find it hilarious because it's actually, for me, it's just like, so team basketball doesn't matter. It's all by yourself. That's the main thing I get. That's the main thing I get from this. Is it all by yourself? What about the team winning a trophy where teams out of nowhere can win a championship. Look at the Knicks. Came out of nowhere, win the whole thing. So I just find it ridiculous.
I don't know. Maybe he's. I mean, when you're talking about MVP, he controls that. That's just him. But as far as a team winning, he doesn't control all that.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Like he can't build the team. He doesn't control what the other players do. But I don't know. Like I said, he's been MVP. He's been in the finals, so he would know which one he thinks is more important.
Yep. And he, guys, if you didn't know, he was on Fred VanVleet's podcast where he said this, and we're gonna play the clip right now.
What's more precious as a top guy, the MVP or winning the ring?
The MVP is one a year.
There's one a year.
There's one team that wins every year.
True.
Right.
Yep. I was about to say that.
It's a
I don't
select
give a
few.
fuck when nobody say our ring is incredible, and it's a great moment, great team accomplishment.
Team accomplishment. It's a team accomplishment. There you go.
But come on, everybody who wants to be MVP,
For sure.
if you got a chance to become an MVP in this NBA, then I can see if it was an MVP per team. It's like, it's nice.
Just one of
give me
these.
the ring.
Yeah, you've been
There's one
cooking the
MVP.
whole time. Because the ring is so hard to get to that it's such a select few, but the MVP is even smaller of a
It's
list.
so small, and the ring is a lot that's out of your control with the ring sometimes. The MVP,
MVP is out of your control too. What are you talking about? It's out of your control too. Like that's another thing. It's always like the same amount of players who are always in the MVP conversation. So if you're like a SCA, KD, it's always those guys in the conversation. It's never like a regular player like a Drew Holiday or something like that. So that's the only thing I can take from that as well.
Not
I mean,
only
if
that,
you-
but it's also voted by like journalists and other people. Like that's not something you can control. We've seen multiple guys get snubbed for MVPs all the time. Kobe Bryant only has one MVP. Steve Nash has more MVPs than Kobe Bryant. Are you gonna say Steve Nash is a better player than Kobe Bryant? Of course not.
Well, see, MVP also. I mean, if you're talking about Finals MVP or season MVP,
Talk about season MVP.
Season.
I was going to say Finals MVP. All it takes is any player to blow up and win a Finals MVP. It doesn't always be the most important thing. Is shout out the coach because he would always be very peculiar. The question was to Kevin Durant, which one is more precious? That was the question. It wasn't which one's harder, which one's tougher, which one do you like more? It's which one's more precious. So that makes this completely subjective. So it's his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So he can say either one. I mean, yeah, it's going to make you think he's less of a team player if he says MVP. But to him, maybe that individual, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why I would even answer that question. I would say I love both.
I left the team to join one to win one or to win two.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone would want either one. So it's like, it's kind of a dumb question if you ask me. Like, why would that person ask which one? That's a setup question. Because no matter which one you answer, you could say something bad about that person. So I don't know.
Well, I don't think you could badmouth saying you rather have a title versus an MVP because going back to baseball, you don't think Aaron Judge would trade all 4 of his MVPs for one World Series trophy?
Yeah, you're right.
For me, it's just like I'm all about going for the big one. Like you can have an MVP. LeBron, has 4? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 6. So it just, I don't know. It just depends on the year you're playing, I guess.
I don't know. I think if you ask him that question 3 different ways, you might get 3 different answers.
True.
Because, like, I mean, without a championship, would an MVP be more important, or would you trade an MVP for a world championship? That's the real question. Like, if you would rather be, which one would you rather be? Should be the question.
Yeah.
Because then if he says MVP, then like people were saying in the chat, you're just selfish. You're not very team oriented. But I mean, every kid grows up to win a championship. Everyone plays the sport to win a championship, not necessarily to be the MVP.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you don't care about individual awards, go play tennis.
Or golf.
Go play golf.
Yeah, go golf.
Golf. But yeah, it just
It's a
So, like,
selfish answer because you're not considering everybody else on your team. If you'd say you'd
Exactly.
rather have an MVP, like if the question was which one you'd rather have, and he says MVP, then he's like, fuck the rest of my team. If he says he'd rather have a championship than a single prize, that shows he's in it for the team. I'd want that. I don't know. I think it was just a bad, you put him on the spot. If you ask him again, I think it might be a different answer.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
think about it. Like, why would him and LeBron James go from team to team? Are they doing it for MVPs or are they doing it for
No.
championships?
No. Everyone wants championships. When you're a kid and you're shooting on your Nerf hoop, it's not, oh, season's over, I won the MVP. No, it's you make a shot at the buzzer to win the championship. That's the dream. That's everyone's dream.
big
See,
time
that to
moment.
me, that's a James Harden type of answer.
Yeah, it's a
That
trap
dude's always
answer.
been about individual. He's never been about team.
Yeah.
I don't think KD has ever been about team at all.
So if the follow-up question should have been, so you're saying an MVP is more important to you, he would probably say no. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I think he would backtrack a little bit if you say a second question to that. Because to him, and that's his opinion, if he values it's more precious to win by myself than it is with the team, I can kind of understand that, but it does make him more selfish if he answers that way. It's a trap question.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fred VanVleet for that. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it's just pushing me in the wrong way. It's just like, no,
It's
I
a
don't.
slow week in the NBA when that's the headline.
Right. I mean,
Very.
also, dude.
We
and
need the
also-
Dunk Man back. Dunk Man will be back next week. We can talk about that at least.
Yeah, Mac McClung. I can't wait for that.
I don't know. So we've talked a little bit about it each week. We kind of know that it's a bunch of young kids that aren't professionals. Would you pick Mac McClung to win on Tuesday or the field?
Mac McClung.
I think it's the field.
Yeah, this dude's
I
won it
think
like
someone's
3
got
times.
and all it takes is him to miss a dunk. Always keep that in mind. So anytime the question is one person versus the field, I'm playing the numbers game. I'm gonna take the field. Regardless of he can't unless he can pull some shit out, and I think he will save stuff. But these other kids want to make a name for themselves. Mac McClung already has a name. So I mean, who's got the best dunks for the finals? It's probably McClung. But if he misses one, that's going to open the door. And like I told you guys last week, I didn't like the head-to-head. If Dunk Chen, that little 5'9" dude, does something crazy and beats Mac in the first round, he's done.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. It's not the 4 best out of all 8 that goes to the finals.
Is it
it's
just
a tournament.
one dunk or is it like regular 3 dunks? You're like,
We're gonna find out.
oh man, I'm just excited for that. I am really excited for that. Mac McClung is crazy. But yeah, so before we get into the young players 25 need to be traded, how do you feel like is this a new quote unquote era for the Lakers now? Because look, Bush is gone. They just show their franchise. They don't want anything to do with it. LeBron is gone. I feel like it's a brand new era with the Lakers.
Yeah,
I mean,
for the
anytime
most
you
part.
lose the guy in the ownership and the guy who was, arguably the face. I mean, I wouldn't say he was the best player on that team every year, because he has degenerated a little bit, and you can argue it's Luka's team now, but we'll see. There's still rumors Clay might end up there too. And that's another shooter off the bench, maybe start some games. Who knows?
Yeah. Real? This is a new era,
Oh,
right?
definitely new era because the Buses have been part of the Lakers for almost 5 decades. Like when you thought of the Lakers, you thought of the Bus, thought of Dr. Bus, like the team he created.
Yeah.
And now they're a whole new ownership group. You still got Luka. He's been there the last 2 seasons, and he's now the face of the Lakers right now. Supporting cast looks a lot different. It's to be determined how they're going to look in the regular season. I think they may surprise some people. They may play a little bit worse without LeBron. We really don't know. We haven't seen them play together a single game yet, so we don't know what they're going to look like yet. I think preseason will be somewhat of a hint what they'll look like in the regular season.
Yeah.
Here's how I look at it. Don't you think JJ Redick wants to make a name for himself? The Braun's not on there and prove he can be a good coach. Don't you think Luka wants to prove he can be the man there, where he would always be overshadowed when LeBron was there? So, there's hungry people there. All those dudes that they traded for and picked up, They want to make sure that team can compete, and they have ballers. I mean, it's going to be a good team. But like Rio said, will it be one that surprises people? Will it be one that just floats in the middle, or one that has problems finding chemistry? I think Luka's still a top 10 player in the league. I mean, he can do everything, and now it's all on him. So he has to step up.
For me, it comes to the fans, right? Because fans were only tolerating LeBron. Now that he's out of the way, maybe they can enjoy this team even more to see Luka take him to the next level, maybe. So for me, it comes to the fans more than the organization. Like, people are going to want to come see Luka play. So that's the way I look at it. Better for the fans, better for the
I mean, you
whole
kind of see it
organization.
online because there was basically two, which you guys, the Sixers fans, will probably see. There's going to be like the actual Sixers fans and then the LeBron fans, like it was with the Lakers. There was actual Lakers fans and then just LeBron fans.
So now we have to. So now we have to tolerate him.
Yep. Have fun.
Because I'm telling you, I just can't see this season going without some kind of ridiculous shenanigans. And who's it going to come from? That's all I'm saying. I'm not doubting his greatness. I'm not doubting he can still ball. But I mean, there's no GOAT in any sport that can compile more of a highlight of dumb shit than him. Like, compare anybody else in any other sport who they say is a GOAT. There's all the highlights, lowlights. I mean, there's no GOAT if you have a ton of lowlights. I'm sorry. I don't care how long you've played. I just saw one of those debate things that we talked about before when it was the whole LeBron-Michael debate. Yeah. And the guy broke down clutch and the fact that, he's under 50% when it comes to playoffs. And then you break it down to the last 2 minutes. In clutch one possession games, he's like 11 for 28.
Yeah.
Like it's not even close. Like, to me anymore, he's a great player. Top 50, top 20 for a lot of people, no doubt. Not even close to being as great as Mike and probably 4 or 5 other people I can put up there that didn't make these mistakes in clutch time. They don't have a highlight reel of him not playing defense, arguing with the coaches and the refs,
turning it over a million times in clutch places. Like, and I was a big LeBron fan when he was coming. I wanted another Michael. I wanted someone else that can do things he could do. He's nowhere near him. No.
He's great. I'm not shitting on the LeBron sexuals out there. You can love him if that's all you've seen. I understand it. If you've lived through the Kobe era and Kobe's your man, I can understand it.
Yeah.
But there's too much negativity and bad highlights to say this guy who isn't clutch, who may have all the longevity records he wants, it doesn't mean as much.
Yeah.
He's also the man that has more air balls than anybody else in the league. Free throw air balls. What's his 3-point percentage in his career? I mean, it just piles up. I mean, people think that there's, nothing bad about him. They're not. Open your eyes. And I just think, I hope I'm wrong. There's going to be turmoil in the Sixers locker room or in press conferences or something this year. That's going to be the headline for a while. Is LeBron happy?
It's going to be the headline.
Why isn't it working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Embiid the problem? Is Maxey the problem? Is Edgecombe the problem?
Yeah.
Is the coach the problem?
People that are they're only seeing through these rose-colored glasses right now saying, how can you not like LeBron being on this team? Hold on. You got enough time for me to sit here and say the team didn't really need him? He might mess them up. Yeah, he might help some of the younger players. He's not going to be number 1 or number 2 option.
He shouldn't be.
But what happens with LeBron when things aren't going his way? He's going to implode.
I just want to go back to the Lakers really quick and talk about Austin Reeves, right? Austin Reeves was playing really well last year. He was like arguably a top 10, top 15 player before he got injured. And then once he got back, LeBron kind of like took over. He was like the offense was coming through him, and Austin Reeves got pushed inside. So this is a breath of fresh air for Austin Reeves. Him and Luka, that's a good backcourt, I feel like. That's a really good backcourt. I'm happy
Offensively,
for Austin.
yes. Defensively,
Offensively, yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a problem on defense.
I think
Yeah.
Cameron Carr is a really good rookie that should get good minutes. I mean, he could end up being a starter on that lineup. I mean, in the depth chart, Quentin Grimes is in front of him, and he's got experience, obviously, but we know how Quentin Grimes can be up and down. If he's too down then up, Cameron Carr might get a chance to start, and that dude has shit tons of talent and athleticism. That's, I think, someone that people aren't talking about as much.
Yep. I'm trying to see who they got. Kessler, right? They sign and trade for Kessler.
Kevin Durant's a good backup. Jared Vanderbilt's a good backup. They have decent
He's a
backups.
good defender. I
They
like
have-
Vanderbilt.
They got a decent bench. It's just question marks on the starting lineup. Not offensively, because I think Luka and Austin Reeves easily. Luka's gonna have 30 points. Austin Reeves gonna be in the mid-20s. But the problem is, as much as they score, how many points are they going to give up on defense? Because Luka is not really one to give effort on defense. Austin Reeves, he tries, but he's just not that good of a defender. So you have three guys that have to make up for those two, the backcourt's lack of defensive prowess.
Yeah.
If anybody thinks that the organization didn't sit down with Walker Kessler and say, we spent a lot on you, do not disappoint us, he's going to be held to a very high standard this year. That doesn't mean 30 points and stuff. Like you guys are talking about rebounds, stuff like that. Like
do the dirty
do the dirty work. And it's not a great team, RQ. I never said it was a great team. I'm just saying they got good players where, like Rio said, and like we're kind of alluding to, it doesn't necessarily mean this team should suck, but they could compete. They could surprise some teams when Luka drops 40, and then you got, Reeves dropping 20 with him and stuff like that. That's going to be hard to stop. They're very powerful on offense.
But as far as being in the upper echelon of the West, I don't see. I see this as a bottom 18. They could probably be a playoff team / play-in team, but they're going to be.
I would give them a play-in. They're playing in the West.
Because there's just the West is stacked right now. Because you got the Spurs, the Thunder, you got the Nuggets are always a threat. The Rockets, you got who else do we got?
Those four, I think, are going to. Utah, I think, can surprise.
Utah can surprise a lot of people too.
I really like Utah and what they did. I really like Utah. It's them and Washington for me that could be on a come up this season.
I mean, Minnesota got Ant and still got some good players there. You got LaMelo there. Minnesota. Golden State still has Steph, and his old supporting cast. So I don't think they're going to win 60 games, but they're going to do. They can do the same thing LA can do, is surprise some teams.
Yeah, really like that. I kind of want to look with the Lakers. Best of luck. It's going to be a breath of fresh air for Lakers fans. I know there's a couple of my chat usually that are like mad about that. So it's just like LeBron is over. Thank God. Move on. Done. Yeah, Luka's contract. He's getting paid. That guy's 3 years, 145 mil. The hell. Luka's getting paid, man. $165 million contract extension. Yeah. Crazy. So actually, I have a question to ask you guys that goes over to the Eastern Conference. Tyrese Halliburton. He's kind of ticked off that he's not on national TV for his debut, for his return to the game.
Shit. Everybody can't be on national TV. Yeah. I agree with him. He is a player that should be focused on. But look what it took them that year. They had to go all the way to the finals to get recognized.
Sure.
And then he's gone a year. So when you're gone a year, regardless of an injury or not, you're going to fall off the radar a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially you weren't a household name to begin with. Like, it's sucks, but I mean, that's just the reality of it.
If he didn't get hurt last year and he had a great last year, he probably would have a couple. He's earning that name. He was gone for a year, so you fall between the cracks. He's got to earn it again. For him being upset that it's not there, I can't argue with that. I would be too, because you think you're the star. You think your team's going to be good. You should be a little upset. But should they be on national television? I don't even think they should be, though.
No,
you're going to highlight the big name.
Yeah, you got to prove it to be on there.
So here's a hypothetical question: Damian Lillard's in the same situation, right? He's coming back, new team, he's back with Portland. Could he be like on a national and
No,
televised
Portland
game?
ain't going to be on
No, I'm just saying
national
because it's
television.
Dame. Because it's Dame,
No.
he's more respected than Halliburton.
He didn't get any of that when he went to Milwaukee. He didn't push Milwaukee
if
to
if
prime
he was playing
time.
with Giannis, like, yeah, if he didn't get it there, he can get it in Portland. It's going to be a bottom team in the West. Fun to watch, but I mean, they're not going to win a lot of games.
Indiana is going to surprise some people. I'm telling you, Indiana is going to have a really, really good year with this tough Eastern Conference. Yeah, I said tough Eastern Conference. It's going to be fun. The Eastern Conference is going to be more fun than for the last recent. Like, the Eastern Conference is going to be so fun to watch. I'm looking forward to it. Like, it's going to be so competitive. Exactly what the NBA needs. NBA needed a stronger Eastern Conference. Look what we got now. Loved it. I think honestly, I think it's better than the West. I might think it's better than the West. Am I wrong for saying that?
It's not October yet. Hard to tell.
Yeah, I think we're going to need to see like a few games in the regular season before we can kind of start to form that opinion. Because again, on paper, yeah, they look better, but then once they start actually playing actual games, we all could be wrong, and it could be one of the worst conferences.
Yeah.
If anything, I'd say it's closer because for all these years, the last 4 or 5 years, we're talking about 6 or 8 teams in the West that can compete, and it's only like 3 or 2 or 4. Now I think there's 8 on both sides that could compete. So I think if anything, it's more even. Like it's not like the East is way better or the West is way better at all. And that's what I mean, as a fan, that's what I want is both the East and the West to be super competitive and have maybe 8 teams that could compete.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Sixers, Knicks. Actually, they're playing each other first game in preseason too.
Yeah,
in preseason we're playing the Knicks too.
I think the Knicks win that first game by like 20 to 30 points.
On preseason or
no, the regular season.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
I don't want them to. Trust me, it's the Sixers. I want the Sixers to win, but I just got a feeling the Knicks are like, we're the champs. We're the headline. We're getting our rings. We're going to show you that we're a team that's been together. You guys are just trying to figure it out. And I think they win by 20 plus. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I want my team to win, of course, but
right.
That's just the feeling I get.
They're going to want to make a statement because it's opening night. They're getting their rings. They're getting the banner put up, and but all the focus is about LeBron. So they're going to want to shut that up and just like, hey, we're the champs for a reason.
That crowd's going to be fierce. They're going to boo the shit out of all the Sixers. It's going to be loud as hell when the Knicks score.
Not just that,
playoff game, honestly.
Yeah.
The price of the tickets.
It's still going to be a full house regardless, so that doesn't matter. It's going to be
New York. They'll find a way to get in.
But I still think there's going to be growing pains at first for the Sixers.
Oh yeah,
if I'm wrong, I'll be happily wrong. But I just feel growing pains are coming.
Now, is LeBron playing preseason too or no?
He might play one game. I don't know. Who knows?
Honestly, I wouldn't even play him preseason. To be honest,
well, then you don't play Embiid either.
Yeah,
because if those are 2 guys you're conserving all year.
Yeah, and actually, this Toronto Raptors and this whole Kawhi thing is crazy. Which still thing I had them was the threat in the East. I agree. Toronto, if they had Kawhi, it might be a little bit better. I know you don't see him as much competition, Blaze, but I know you don't.
I mean, they're going to be a good team. I'm just saying there's a lot of really good teams, but there has to be a benchmark. There has to be here's the top teams and here's the good teams.
Yeah, the Raptors are like in the middle.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Yeah.
But they could surprise them. They could be like the Lakers of the East. They got talent.
I think Kawhi makes that team a lot better. But again, it's going to take time for them to build chemistry because, again, Kawhi is a different type of player than what the Raptors have had for a while since he was there, basically.
Yeah. Oh, man. I want the trade to go through. Is that even gone through yet? No? I haven't seen anything.
Well, there was that big report from Shams that wasn't true, and now everyone's shitting on Shams because of he got bad information and reported it, which comes with the territory. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to uncover anything new. They're not going to, it's just it seems like he's going to go there and it's going to act like nothing happened because they don't have enough proof or whatever. I don't know.
Lakers of the East sounds like something Adam Silver would say. I love Adam. I'm starting to like Adam Silver even more, honestly. Boston might be trash next year. I think they're still going to be good. I think they're still going to be good.
Probably not top 4 team in the East, but they're still going to be, right there. They
It's
still
another
got
team
Tatum.
that's
They still got their
team's on
head
a
coach.
mission.
Like, it's deep bench, but I think losing Jalen Brown is definitely going to hurt them a lot.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt, yeah. Steph Curry. If they get Steph Curry, if that actually happens,
That's not happening.
I know it's not. That's why I said if.
Yeah, if it was going to happen, it would have happened already.
Brandon, you joined the conversation a little late. We were saying that the Lakers could surprise some teams, but they aren't going anywhere to the top of the West. Same scenario with Toronto. They could probably surprise some teams, but it doesn't look like they're going to be in the top tier of the East. That's what we were saying.
Yeah. Yep. Great. Yeah. East is looking good. Lakers, new era there. New era. So, all right, let's just get into this. Rios, I found this Bleacher Report here, and there were like 3 young players that are looking to be traded, and one of them was on the Houston Rockets. One of them. So it's actually right here. Reed Shepard is on there. But first, Bob Carrington. Okay. Stu Henderson, I don't agree. Don't trade him. I really don't agree. Keep him there. Have him learn under Drew Holiday and Dame. He's got to stay there. I don't want him traded.
No, I agree with you on that one. But with Reed Shepard, it makes sense because he's going into year 3. He was a lottery pick. At this point, he should be starting. If he's not starting at this point, probably time to move on. Because if he can't take the starting job from Fred VanVleet, what's the point of keeping him on the roster?
Yeah, I've always seen Reed all the way back to his Kentucky days as a off the bench shooter. I mean, he's not going to facilitate as well as some of these other point guards. When he's hot, he can be a hell of a streaky shooter, but that's pretty much all he has. I mean, he's not going to wow you with his handle, but he's a pure shooter. And when he's on, he's lights out. And I mean, you're right, though. When it comes to the third, and it's the same kind of thing with Scoot Henderson. Like, I could see him being there, and now they're throwing, Ja and Dame there. Where does he fit in? Like, if you find a better place for him, maybe it could help. And I've always been a proponent of that. If you're stagnant in one organization, it could open it up if you go somewhere else.
I mean, just speak because they're both on the same list. You could do an even swap. Scoot Henderson,
there you go.
Because he'll still be coming off the bench, but he's not behind 2 people. He's behind VanVleet, who's probably going to take time to get going again in the starting lineup anyway. And with Reed Shepard, come off the bench and learn from one of the best shooters in league history, in Dame. Seems like a win-win game.
You would do that? I thought I would love to have Cocaine Curry on the Rockets. I wouldn't want him to trade him, honestly. It would be a good bench piece. It would be a good six man, right?
But at the same time, he's in year 3. He's not starting yet.
He's year 3. Okay. If he were, Who else do we have on here? Derek Lively. Oh, Scoop. Bob Carrington. I think that's it. Nope. Topic. Thunder. Yeah. Thunder 2 stack. Get rid of them. What? Yeah.
Several of those guys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. But who's most likely to get traded out of these guys? I don't see anyone getting traded, honestly. I don't. Because they're under the age of 25.
Yeah, I mean, they're young and they're still under team control, at least for now. Like, maybe at the deadline, like, say with teams like wanting to make a deep playoff push and they need a veteran, I could see one of these younger guys get traded.
Yeah.
If it was me, Lively's still valuable for Dallas.
Yeah.
Shepard's still valuable off the bench for Houston as a shooter. Scoot might be the one if I would pick one to be traded.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that they brought Dame and Ja in there now for the backcourt. He's stuck on the bench still.
Maybe Carrington, maybe
Maybe,
because
but
that's the only one I can see. Other than that, nothing. Honestly, not that's just for me. Derek Lively, that front court is so. I love that front court. You have AD there. Oh wait, no, AD's gone. Yeah, you have Derek Lively. You got Gafford. Just those two guys, and then you have Cooper Flag there in the front court. Keep them. Honestly, keep them. They do serve value, but I see even Bob Carrington the only one. That's the only one I see. Only one. So, yep. All right, so there's that. And oh, look who's here. Look who's in the chat. What's up, Coach?
hey, what's up, Coach?
How you doing, man? How you doing? You're doing well. And Paul George and Jason Tatum, you see fitting? Yeah.
It's a real
Paul
good
George,
question.
honestly, he's good off ball. He doesn't need the basketball in his hands like Jaylen Brown did. I know it worked, but it's something different. You guys agree? I think it's going to work. I think.
Well,
it's
I'd have
fitting.
to say, coming from what we've seen from Paul George, that's the hole that he's filling, the Jaylen Brown hole. He doesn't need to do as much, but is he going to be healthy? Is he going to be on the court? Which Paul George are we going to see? Is he going to get busted for something else and get suspended for 25
Yeah, are
days?
you going to see?
Who knows?
Are you going to see Paul George or George Paul or pandemic Pete?
I mean, if he
There's
plays well,
variations.
there was a point in time last year where we were eating our words about Paul George because he was balling out.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, if we get this Paul George all the time, I'd love it. But as every year goes by, you're going to get less and less of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think at the end of the day, basketball is not his true focus. We've seen that through the last few years. It's really not his main focus.
Nah, he's getting up. How old is Paul George again?
I just think Boston's a team that is hungry, really hungry.
Oh yeah,
because of all they're ruined because they traded Jaylen Brown. Like they're
that and the way they exited the playoffs, just tremendous choke job.
Yeah. Paul George is 36, so he's got 2 more years on his contract, and I think he'll be done. I think he'll be done after the 2 years are up. He's getting a hell of a lot of money though, but yeah, he's 36.
Well, we'll see. He finishes those last 2 years in Boston. I don't see it, to be honest. I see him getting traded either mid-season or next year.
Yeah, he seems like those guys who will be like flipped or something. I said it earlier. Trade him and get like the whole Steph Curry thing. Make that work. Paul George to the Warriors.
I'm not ruling out the fact that Boston could suck and that Jaylen Brown leaving could make them a team that can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Because we saw with Jaylen Brown last year, he played like an MVP without Tatum.
Now Tatum has to do the same thing.
yeah, has to. Otherwise,
uncomfortable
conversations.
All right. So hypothetically, if Paul George was in Jaylen Brown's shoes when Tatum was out, I don't see Paul George doing that.
No,
different age. Not even in his prime, he could do that.
Right. Well, now Indiana maybe, but no, not like that. But honestly, Paul George is just not that kind of player. He's not that player who demands the rock and take over. Like he does it here and there, but not in big time moments. I don't think he's ever. Has he ever made it to he never made it to the finals. He never made it to the conference finals either. Did he make it with the Thunder? No. Not the conference finals, but look.
No.
Some different, less money. Paul George off ball. It's Tatum's team now. Just hope Tatum can stay. I feel like, can he stay healthy? That's the thing. If Tatum can stay healthy, they're going to have to low manage him. Definitely. They're going to have to low manage him.
Yeah.
Please?
Boston's a big question mark. I mean, that's simple as that. I mean, talk about LA who lost LeBron, one of their top players. Boston lost one of their top players. I mean, those teams are going to struggle. Milwaukee lost Giannis. Like, it's going to be interesting to see how those teams that lose a big name player, how they react. It's going to be interesting. There's a lot of teams that we're going to worry about like that.
This offseason was insane. this is like one of the best off seasons I could even remember. This off season
Yeah.
changed the landscape. Like not just one time, not just twice, like multiple times it changed the landscape. Giannis,
Yeah.
LeBron, you can make an argument for some other player, Jalen Brown. You can make that argument how this offseason actually changed the landscape. Man, that's why I love the NBA. You don't know what's going to happen.
Minnesota, you could argue Portland maybe. If Ja has a career resurgence and Portland is a, 7th or 6th seed, like,
I think Zion should have been on that list of players that need traded.
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
finally
He's
got,
another one that's stuck in New Orleans down there.
yeah, and we finally got John Morant out. John Morant actually got traded to Portland.
It probably wouldn't have been on the lower end of all 30 teams. If I would have picked where Ja could go, Portland would have been like one of the last teams. So
yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't have predicted
Good luck.
Portland either.
Good luck. I would have loved to see him in a bunch of other places, but
I
least
wanted him on Minnesota before they got LaMelo Ball. Put Ja with Anthony Edwards. I think
him and
that would have been crazy.
yeah, that would have been fun.
That would have been really fun. Having that backcourt, woo.
But we'll see if we get the same Ja and he's in trouble outside the game and never amounts to anything, or maybe he snaps back and we see the potential that he had coming out of college in his rookie year.
Right?
Yeah. I cannot wait.
I mean, between him, Dame, Shaden Sharp, Scoot, they got a nice little core up there.
Yeah, Drew Holiday there too. Like, they don't want to trade anybody. That's the thing. They want to keep them and just like hopefully Scoot can learn from these guys. Actually, it's just I can't imagine we're gonna see the backcourt with Dame and Ja
Yeah.
at some point.
And I
Like,
mean,
I thought that would never happen.
Avija had a great year. Klingon is a
Avija.
solid big man. So it's like they have a team. It's just if they can play together and you get Dame making shots from all over the place and you get a more athletic Ja, I wouldn't have Kamara starting at their third. I'd have Shaden Sharp starting or something. But they got Sochan too. It's a nice bench piece. Drew Holiday, you mentioned. So once again, another team that's not going to shake the foundation of the West, but if those players play to their potential and we see Ja get a resurgence, they could do a little damage, play in or something. Or they could be last place. We don't know.
Yeah. Like, I just don't see how that team works. Maybe they win more games. Maybe they don't. Like, again, we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Avija had a great year, but is he elite? Is he the closer? No.
Dame
Damon
is the
Lillard
closer.
is old. Is he the closer still? I mean, did he?
Who else would you put?
That's my point.
Yeah.
They don't have a solid elite closer superstar. They got a couple possibilities.
Yeah.
I just don't see Ja as the closer either. That's what they're going to struggle to close out games. They'll be fun to watch, but they're going to struggle to close out games because, again, like I said, who's the closer?
I mean, you get some fast breaks with Shaden Sharp and Ja Morant, I'm down because that's going to be fun. Those two are very super athletic. You know, they start dunking on some people. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't see that team making too much noise, though.
Nah.
I don't either. But look, Portland is just maybe playing. That's where I'll go. But other than that, no. No. What the hell? Oh, I just found something here. My God, I'm just looking at these things of ticket prices. Crazy. But yeah. So yeah, guys. So that's unless you guys have anything else to talk about. Nothing really. Nothing big happened in a while. Like preseason is going to start. What training camp starting at the end of the month. Preseason starts next month. Yeah. And then we got the NFL. Like, hey, preseason's here for that. That was great. Except for my Eagles, but yeah. That was good. Boy.
Get ready for that 7-10 season.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, and we had a joint practice today. Pacers and Eagles.
They were smoking joints?
Yeah. Any much. I'm trying to find this thing. Where did
It looked
go?
like AJ Brown was trying to prove a point today.
Oh yeah. I think he missed something too. Quinyon Mitchell was guarding him. Yes, I was guarding him. But look what I found here. NBA Hall of Fame odds. And I'm just scrolling here. Kyle Lowry at 85. 85%. And look, they have these guys here. I'm like, no. Drew Holiday less than 2%? That I disagree.
I mean, after Amari Stoudemire made it, I'm like, the standards have really dropped. He was a good
Amari
player, but he
Stoudemire.
is not Hall of Fame worthy, man.
Blaze, do you think Amari Stoudemire is Hall of Fame worthy?
I mean, my take has always been pretty stern on Hall of Fame. It's only the super elite, and no, I think there should be very rarely when people get in. There shouldn't be any question. They have to be some of the best, competing for MVPs, winning championships, having breaking records. That's Hall of Fame. It's not just, hey, I was on 7 championship teams, but I was third string, or what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you got to be the reason that your teams were successful for a long time to be Hall of Fame. That's the best of the best. That's the greatest of the great. There shouldn't be a, how did he get in? There should be no doubt when you're talking Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So who else made it this year? Glenn Rivers. Oh my God. Mike D'Antoni. Mark Few, Joey Crawford. Like some of these guys I don't even. The 96 U.S. Women's Olympic basketball team made it. Okay. So you're telling me it was only Stoudemire, Rivers, and Mike D'Antoni.
From the NBA? Yep.
That's it. Only 3. Wow.
I mean, D'Antoni, I can see. He was a great coach for a long time.
Yeah, I can see that, but it's just like Glenn Rivers, really?
I mean, he does have a championship. D'Antoni doesn't.
I mean, when it comes to like Glenn Rivers and Kyle Lowry, you can't judge the last 2 years of their career and the last, you can't judge 2025 and 24 and 26.
Yeah, but he has the most
what they're doing.
D1 leads in NBA history.
Which is how many? 2?
No, he has like 4 or 5.
Is that a team or a single? We're talking about singles when you're talking Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But that's a team thing. It's not his fault.
Yeah, but
he just happened to be on that team.
It's the head coach, so it's just
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Let's see. Blown 3-1 leads. Let's see this. 3. He blew 3. So I'm like, really? You put that in there? But hey, give credit where credit's due, I guess. He didn't make it for the Sixers. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, who do you think should be in the Hall of Fame next year? I just love how they just pick random people. I always loved Amari Stoudemire. I always did. I thought he deserved it. I did.
Well, you got Derrick Rose is up for it next year. Blake Griffin, Andre Iguodala, John Wall.
Wall, really?
Those are the 4 that are projected candidates.
Derrick Rose.
I mean, out of those, I can only see Derrick just because he was the league's youngest MVP
Me too.
ever.
Me too. Rose would be the only one that I'd put in.
Yeah.
I don't want you were really good. That's not Hall of Fame. You were really good. Good for you. Pat on the back. You don't get a jacket. You have to be super great, like phenomenal great, like top of your class, breaking records, winning tons of championships, tons of accolades. That's Hall of Fame.
Blake Griffin, I guess, that's fine for the dunk.
No, he shouldn't.
No, he's not a Hall of Famer.
No, I'm not saying he's not Hall of Fame worthy. I'm just saying why he's on there.
He was a 6-time All-Star.
Okay.
That's good. That's really, really good. But that's not
Hall of Fame.
Was he starting all 6 of those? He probably didn't start any of those 6 All-Stars. Just made 6 All-Stars.
You could argue Iguodala just because he was Finals MVP and he was part of that Warriors dynasty. Like,
yeah, he's got 4 rings.
He has at least one accolade that's a singular accolade, the Finals MVP in 2015.
Yep.
Yeah.
John Wall's a 5-time All-Star and an All-NBA selection. And as much as I love John Wall, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Fame. No.
He didn't do enough in the NBA.
Yeah, he is not a Hall of Famer.
I mean, he could have been. He's one of those, if he would have stayed healthy, was on a better team. He had all the tools to be one, but no.
There's no head coach on that? There's no head coaches on that?
The other ones, Terry Porter, Elton Brand,
Oh, Brand.
Sean Marion, Bill Lambier. I can't believe he's not in it.
Oh, Brand. What?
These are candidates. Sean Marion, Buck Williams, Horace Grant, Terry Porter, Elton Brand, Detlef Schrempf, Bill Lambier, Sam Perkins, Rasheed Wallace, Jason Terry. There's not really any real big names.
The only one I can see is Bill Lambier.
There's Sean Kemp, Glenn Rice. But once again, great players, not Hall of Famers.
No.
Even Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp, maybe.
Maybe.
But I don't think. But I mean, he's done a lot. He got his team. His team was really successful for a while with him and Glove.
But yeah, I mean, once they included the Morris Stone, I was like, yeah, you know what? Their criteria must have been lowered a lot because, again, he was a fun player to watch, but Hall of Fame, like, was he ever the best player or one of the best players of his era? No.
Like all these candidates, none of them averaged 20 points a game.
Duh.
And not that you have to, but that's Glenn Rice is the closest, 18.3.
Oh, yeah. Sean Kemp.
He was the man. I love Sean Kemp.
Yeah.
I just
really.
wouldn't put him in the elite.
Like, Hall of Fame. I didn't even know the Hall of Fame was actually happening. I didn't know.
They don't make as big a deal of it anymore.
Yeah. They make the NFL one much more bigger than the NBA. Like the NFL Hall of Fame, they never miss. I feel like they never miss when they put someone in the Hall of Fame. It may take them a long time, but
Well, yeah, because they make it, because there's so many more positions, they make it harder to get in versus the NBA. It's like almost everyone's guaranteed a spot in the Hall of Fame nowadays.
yeah, Hall of Fame is just, yeah, you get your jersey in the Hall of Fame. Yep. Like, can you imagine if when LeBron gets in, they might have to like do a whole wing for LeBron. They might just have to do that.
Nah, because they didn't do one for Jordan, they're not doing one for LeBron.
Oh, they didn't do one for Jordan? I didn't know that.
They give him a whole wing.
They didn't? Oh. I thought they did. I thought they gave him a lot. No? Damn. I didn't know that.
Everyone gets the same thing.
Oh, wow. See? Yeah. When is ever that going to happen? Isn't LeBron already in with the U.S. Olympic team or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that. I was like, yep, he's going to get 2 Hall of Fame jackets, apparently. Oh, Lord. That's a whole nother conversation. But, yeah, guys, I think that's it. Nothing really else to talk about here, unless something like breaks. But, yeah, I guess we'll see you all next week. We have Dunkman next week to talk about. Yeah. All right, guys, we'll catch you all next Blaze. Rios, you got anything to say?
See ya.
Nah. You gotta get back to work.
Football.
Football. Yep. All right, guys, we'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Peace.